When I refinanced my own mortgage back in 2020, I received a phone call shortly after my credit got pulled. It was from a mortgage company called Amerisave, and the lady on the other end said, "Hey, this is so and so from Amerisave. We see that you just had your credit pulled for a mortgage, and we want to see if we can beat the terms that you've been offered." How did Amerisave know that I was refinancing? How did they know my name, and how did they know how to contact me? Well, the answer is that they purchased trigger leads. Trigger leads are provided by the three credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Basically, any company who's willing to pay money to these entities can be sent lists of names and phone numbers in real time of people who just had their credit pulled. In this particular instance, they are focusing on credit pulls from mortgage companies. And now in 2022, with the market contracting, a lot more companies are subscribing to these trigger leads. And it's to the point where one client of mine showed me his missed calls, and he had like 80 missed calls from all these different mortgage companies from around the country. It's crazy. I mean, when I pull people's credit now, I warn them, prepare to be bombarded with phone calls. Some of these companies will even misrepresent themselves and make the client think that they're affiliated with me, or that they're affiliated with the company that the client is working with. They'll say something along the lines of, "Hey, this is John from your mortgage company, and we're processing your application. We just need you to send documents to this email address." And it's a completely different company. The client may or may not be aware that they're not affiliated with the lender that they want to work with, and it becomes a mess. It's important to know that these leads are not sold by us, the mortgage companies. Why would we provide that information? Why would we want to give our competition info of our clients so that they can solicit? No, it's coming directly from the credit reporting agencies. Again, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. This is one way that these companies make money, by selling trigger leads, and the same leads are distributed to a whole bunch of different companies, hence the reason for so many phone calls coming through. So what can consumers do to protect themselves from this? Well, there's a really good website called optoutprescreen.com that allows for consumers to sign up online to remove themselves from being solicited for credit offers of this nature. It takes just a few minutes to fill out the form, and once you complete it, you're off the list for 5 years. So when you go to apply for new credit, you should not be receiving these types of solicitations. This also works great for credit card offers that you might be receiving in the mail. So as a consumer, it's important to know what to expect and what your rights are. So this is optoutprescreen.com. If you scroll down just a little bit, it describes what it does, and then you can click on this blue button at the bottom to opt out. And when we do that, it takes us to this screen here where you can choose to opt in so that you do receive solicitations of credit offers. You can opt out electronically for 5 years, or you can opt out permanently by mail. I'm going to do the electronic opt out right now just to show you guys how the website works, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to print out the application and permanently opt out. So when we click continue, it just asks for basic information, first name, last name, date of birth. You do need to enter your social security number. Don't worry, it's a secure site. They need to collect your social security number because that's how creditors identify customers. And that will ensure that you truly opt out of receiving credit card and other credit related solicitations. You just hit confirm, and it takes about 5 business days or 1 calendar week for the change to take effect. But it's highly recommended that if you're planning on applying for a mortgage in the near future, that you complete this in advance.